I work 2 different jobs. I work a job here, and then I have to go back home and work too.
Imagine being in college and having to work 2 jobs.
Like, she tries to help me pay, but I know she had to use like all of her 401k, I think, and then she works from 7 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. at night.
Carly, her mom works from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. She works 2 jobs while being a full-time college student. It's crazy. That is insane. Like, I can't even imagine that, man.
Poorest people in the class. White representative, black, Asian, and Latino or Latina. So what would you think makes you poor? Tell me about growing up. What do you have a credit card?
I have like a debit card just because like I work, but I work 2 different jobs. I work a job here, and then I have to go back home and work too. And then I
work 2 jobs or work also?
I work 2 jobs.
Back home?
Yeah, and then
do you have a car?
My mom and I kind of share.
Imagine being in college and having to work 2 jobs. Now, I didn't mean that in a derogatory way. I'm just saying, like, imagine like having to do that. Dang.
So like, but I have to give her money to like help pay for it too. And I live with my mom primarily, and my dad, he lives like I go visit him. But like I know my mom, she helps me, she tries to help me pay, but I know she had to use like all of her 401k, I think, and then she works from 7 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. at night.
All right, so that's what we're talking about here. So who else? By the way,
that's her life? Jesus.
It's really utterly fascinating that the only person thus far who's up here is white, and we're in a race relations class. Now you start to have a feel for. All right, so Carly, what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah?
Yeah.
And bro, what's your name? David. What's your name? What is it?
Corsi.
Corsi.
I say before this video gets too deep, that young woman who just spoke, she's dealing with struggles that I literally have never dealt with, ever. Carly, her mom works from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. She works 2 jobs while being a full-time college student. It's crazy. That is insane. Like, I can't even imagine that, man. Wow.
See? Yeah. And where's your family from? Dominican Republic? Yeah. That's cool. Where's your family from?
Chad.
From Chad?
Yeah.
And now they live here, or just you live here?
I'm here just like by myself, living with like my cousin in Philly, but both my parents are out of the country.
Yeah. Okay. So, Sarah, right? Do you have a credit card?
No, I have a debit card, but...
A debit card?
Yeah.
And do you have a car?
Not with me, but at my house I do.
You have one back home?
Mm-hmm.
What kind?
2007 Volkswagen Jetta.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah. Do you have a car, bro?
It's a 2000 Dodge Durango.
2000. And do you have a credit card?
I have my own credit card.
And who's paying for your school?
So I'm like taking loans every semester. Most of them are private loans.
So you're paying for everything?
Pretty much. And
yeah?
They're like in my name as well.
They're in your name?
Yes.
Damn. And Sarah, how about you?
Paying for college?
Yeah.
My parents are, but like they like have to take out a good chunk of loans. To, like,
what's that?
They have to like take out like a good chunk of loans. Like they can't just pay it.
So they don't pay it. They just take out loans, but they're in their names.
I'm paying, and I have paying for all of it, and I have qualified for some like grants and scholarships, but the rest is loans.
Did your parents go to college?
I may be wrong, but as of right now, he's the only person up there who said that he has like scholarships from the university. I'm not going. That's not fact, but that's just something that I've noticed. Like, he's the only one on stage that said, "Yeah, I got scholarships to be here." Hey, y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe.
My dad did, but not my mom.
Going back to you, where do you live?
Pittsburgh.
But where? What kind of house? Like, what's your house like?
I remember my friends told me that it looked like a double wide trailer. It's like it's just like a ranch house.
Why don't they say this?
2 bedrooms, two bathrooms.
Mm-hmm. How about you? What's your house like, Sarah?
It's like a rancher. It's just like 1 floor, and then it's like a basement kind of thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, how about you?
So I grew up most of my life like poor, but like my parents have recently started coming up. But like for 18 years of my life, we lived in a 2-bedroom house. I am the oldest out of 6 kids. and now we live in
What?
a 4-bedroom house.
A 2-bedroom house for 6 kids? So that's at least 7 people in the house. If you have one parent in the house, let's say you have 2, that's 8. Parents share a room. That means it's 3 kids to a room. Oh my goodness. Dang.
House, but that's my family back home. I live on my own here.
Yeah. Okay. And bro, how about you?
In middle school and then in high school, I moved like a bunch. My mom had like a small apartment, and my dad had like a kind of small house. It was kind of, I guess maybe a little bit on the lower end of things, but still kind of middle class, I'd probably say. Well, my mom was actually she was like she was always working like different jobs, and like we were on welfare. And
Were you expected to go to college?
yeah, probably yeah, both.
And David, how about you?
Yeah,
By who? Who expected you to go?
sort of like my parents and my whole family. Mostly because like there's like my family has gone to college and people in my family have gone to college, but nobody's ever finished college.
Sarah, how about you? Were you expected to go?
I would say so. So like I'm the last of 9 kids. I have 8 older
9?
siblings, and it wasn't like I don't know. I was like, if I didn't go to college, like it was okay because like one of my siblings didn't. But like, I always like, I don't know. If I wanted to, like it was okay.
Got you. And were you? Wait, what's your name again?
Carly.
Carly.
Yeah.
Carly. Were you expected to go?
Yeah, like it was kind of like that was just something that was going to happen. I mean,
Imagine the pressure placed on these children, man. Like, they're all different races. I'm not even going to speculate on the races because honestly, at this point in 2023, I genuinely don't know. But these financial situations, knowing how expensive college is, they still have to bear the weight of having to go. And mind you, most of their loans or most of the way they're paying for it is in their names. Like Carly, for example, she's working 2 whole jobs right now while being literally in class being a full-time student. The person beside her parents cashed out their entire 401k. I think that was her. I don't know. No, they didn't. They took out loans. So she can go. And I think Carly's parents cashed out their 401k. And the girl beside has 8 siblings. He has 5 siblings. I think the one in the green shirt is probably in the best circumstance because he actually has scholarships to go there. So which is insane because their circumstances are crazy right now.
I was always told that I had to get good grades so I could like help pay for it or like some kind of scholarship. But I mean, because like neither of my parents went to college, so it was just like I was expected to go.
Yeah, so they really wanted you to go. Hey, is there anybody in the class who feels like they should be sitting up here? What's your name?
Eric.
Eric? Where are you from?
From Philly, North Philly. Both my parents. My dad didn't finish high school. My mom, she just got high school education.
Uh-huh. What do they do?
They work at the like Wells Fargo Center, just like average cooks or whatever. They probably make less than like $50,000 a year. So
Together?
yeah, together.
What?
I mean, I'm paying for school basically.
Less than $50,000 a year together? I thought he meant individually. Fool. And this is why I say when I make these type of videos, I don't just make them like, clickbait, No, I make them to show y'all the number one privilege that you can have on this earth. On this earth is money, economics. And I say that money does not care what race you are. It genuinely does not care if you black, white, yellow, green, red, rainbow, black. It don't care what race you are. It don't discriminate. So when I make these type of videos, I'm like, yeah, anybody can struggle. The biggest struggle you can have is economics. Would you rather deal with, I guess if you were a minority and you think like, I guess white privilege is the biggest problem, would you rather have their problems or your problems living in a middle class household being black? All I'm saying is they're struggling, not struggling as if they can't eat, but they're working extremely hard to get the life that they want. This is the biggest struggle that you can have in this country, period, bro. And they do not care what race you are. Obviously, like, it obviously don't care, like, if you black or white or whatever. If you struggling, you struggling.
Like they're paying my interest, but after that, like all the loans go to me. I'm taking out like about 6,000 per semester. So
6,000 a semester. So do you have a
It's
car?
$48,000.
No, I don't got a car. I had a car, but it was like a '97 Honda. So
Dude, were you expected to go to college or?
like they tried to put me in a position to go to college, but basically like it was either trade school or college, whichever one I wanted to go to.
So trade school would have been
Definitely
okay?
like secondary education.
What's something that wealthy people don't understand about being poor?
There's a lot more pressure on me because I need to maintain certain GPAs if I want to keep certain scholarships, because I think I have one, but it's like 2,000 a semester. Like it's barely scraping it, but like if I don't have it, then I don't get to go.
So that
What in the world, man? Carly's situation is terrible. Like, she has the word, bro. She has a 2,000. Mind y'all know how much college is a semester? College is like $20,000 a semester, and that's talking about like straight. Like, you're paying about 20 bands a semester, and if you have a $2,000 scholarship, that's probably about 10%. That's not even. That's probably covering your meal plan. So that means she's taking out 18,000 in loans. I don't know if she's taking out loans, but she has to pay 18K a semester at least. So 20,000, 36,000 a year, 1824. It's about $144,000 she's gonna have to pay back when she graduates, which is insane. While she's working 2 jobs, that pressure, man, I can't even imagine that type of pressure. That's crazy.
that's was something that a lot of people don't understand. Does anyone want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here on like most of my money is scholarships and grants, so I'm trying to keep up with like that also. I mean, just how hard we work. Like, I feel like they don't like when they think of like poor people, they think of like lazy. But I mean, we're working hard. My parents like, they put in their hours every week. I mean, they don't make a lot, but they put in the hours. So, I mean, we work hard.
So my dad works at a manufacturing plant in Simmons, and so does my mom. And they both work like 6 days a week. My dad also like works at a garage when he could. So it's like they're always working, and it was really difficult growing up because like most of the time like the caretakers would just be like grandparents or like aunts and uncles. Also, like, just going here, I have some rich friends, and they'd always like to take trips and stuff, and it's just like, oh, why can't you drive down to Jersey for a weekend and spend 3 nights at a hotel and party? And it's like, because I can't.
I feel
Gotta work.
like, if you are like poor, like you do like more often get grants and scholarships and stuff. And then it's like when you talk about getting that stuff, they're like, oh, you're so lucky. Like, you're so lucky you did all that stuff. And like I think we all like really do appreciate that stuff. And like we really we're really thankful for it. But like it also like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just, it helps, but it's still like, it's really hard sometimes.
And the reason I do videos like this is not to, I just do them to shed light on the different issues that people face. Like these people, and I never understood that stigma that poor people don't work hard, they're lazy. That doesn't even make sense. Because think about it like this. If you are on standard, less financially affluent, that means that literally means you have to work harder just to survive. Because you have less money. That means you get paid less per hour, per day, per week. So that means for your living costs, you literally have to work more to survive. That's like the pure definition of that's the opposite of lazy. So the less money you have, you naturally just have to work harder. And these students obviously work hard, man. And this is why I watch these type of videos. Me personally, I don't know if I face their type of problems, but I still face problems too, man. Like when I came to college, my family couldn't take out any more loans. Cause y'all gotta think, I got 3 siblings. I have 3, if y'all didn't know. And all my siblings went to college, but a few took out loans. So when I'm the middle child, they couldn't take out no more loans. So I literally had to get a lot of scholarships if I wanted to go to college. No, I didn't. I didn't have to, but I basically had to. And it was hard, man, because I just had to study for the SATs all summer. I was just in the room studying, looking up scholarships, applying to hundreds of scholarships, literally. And it was hard, man. I'm not going to lie. But one thing my parents never put on me when I was going to was having to work when I was in school. I never had to work a job. And that's something that I can't say for these students. They had to work. So I was able to, just focus on school. And that's a blessing that a lot of people don't have, man. It doesn't matter what race you are. Some people just have the blessing and some don't.
So I have one final question for the five of you. When I asked about getting the people in class who are at the lowest end of the socioeconomic ladder, Carly was the only one that really jumped up, and it was a lot easier to find people at the top. What were you thinking when you didn't initially raise your hand? What were you?
I thought I was just like, I just think there's more people poorer than me. Like, especially, I wasn't really born in the U.S. I was born in the Dominican Republic, but I became a citizen at a young age. So I know what real poverty looks like.
Right. So
just me being up here right now, I feel bad because I'm not really that poor compared to what I've actually seen.
Like, I don't know. I've never really like went to sleep like hungry or like thinking like where my next meal is going to be, where I'm going to stay. I've always like had like a house over my head. Like if I wasn't staying with my parents, I was staying like with my grandparents or something. But like they were at work. But like I've never really had to like worry about where I lived or whatnot. I feel like some people like they move around all the time. But me, I've been pretty like steady in my community. So
got you. So all of you know people who are a step lower on the ladder that you're saying to yourself, no, those people are poor. That's not really me, which is a little bit, and by all of you know people on the ladder who are above you, right? Who are like, nah, man, I might be rich, but there are a lot of other people who are much wealthier than I am, right? Whether it's back home in PR in Nigeria or New Jersey or wherever, right? So it's a kind of similar thing. So if you're at the top, you're going to hesitate to come up here because of that. And if you're at the bottom, you're going to hesitate because maybe you're not as poor.
That was good, man. If y'all have any more suggestions for me, comment down below. This is a crazy, crazy discussion, bro. Wow. Pray for Carly in the comments. Pray for Carly, man. Anyways, so far, Jojo, if y'all have any suggestions, comment down below.